Welcome to part 1 of the original Rover 800 series release pack. Basically I'm going to start in this particular clip reading for you the speech by Mr. Harold Musgrove at the launch of the Rover 800 series. This was written, or appears to have been destined, or even written on the 2nd of June 1986. This information was actually embargoed until 1800 hours on the 10th of July 1986, although according to an addendum within the pack, the original letter, Rover 800 embargo, this was sent on the 19th of June 1986, reads as follows. So the Rover 800 embargo. Dear colleague, the embargo date for the launch of the Rover 800, originally fixed for 6 p.m. on July the 10th, has now been moved to 0001 hours on July the 10th. All material and photographs supplied by Austin Rover are embargoed until that time, unless otherwise stated. Yours sincerely, Colin Walkie. And Colin Walkie was Manager of Business Affairs at that time. The reference number on the letter, CNW ADW I37, and this came from the Austin Rover Group Limited, External Affairs, Canley Road, Canley in Coventry. So on to the speech itself. This would have been presented by Mr. Harold Musgrove at the launch of the Rover 800 series, and this was on the 2nd of June 1986. Good afternoon again. You didn't see very much of the Rover 800 in that film, but in a few minutes you will have the opportunity of driving it, and you will be able to form your own opinions of the car. Let me tell you of the importance of the car and how it will play a vital role in our total business and sales and marketing strategies. I make no apology for asking you to cast your minds back 6 years. Since then, we have made a remarkable recovery. Our model range is now as competitive as any offered by European manufacturers, but the financial performance must improve. This car has always been a major part of that strategy. Our future lies in our own hands. Nothing would please our shareholders more than to see a profitable Austin Rover. Now that would apply to any business in any country. Whilst we've been replacing our previous model range, we have also been investing in people and technology so that we can claim today to have some of the most advanced manufacturing, engineering and testing facilities in the world. The manufacturing processes for the assembly of this highly specified performance executive car are the type that are required for the consistent quality of a prestige car. For example, at Cowley, you will see how we remove the doors from a car during the assembly process and subject them to a wide range of tests before they are refitted. Our industrial relations record last year was excellent. Our productivity is as good, if not better, than most car manufacturers in Europe. In 1980, the launch of the Metro signalled this company's recovery. It was a car for survival. Today, the Rover 800 is equally important. It is the car for our future prosperity. We have been investing substantially in the future. With the introduction of the Rover 800 and particularly its entry into overseas market, we can now look forward to getting some return on that investment. You will realise that we have been carrying the fixed costs and overheads for the complete Rover 800 range for some years, and now we will be able to benefit from that investment. Every year, the United Kingdom car market and the markets of mainland Europe are becoming more and more difficult. In these conditions, it is clearly unhealthy to be too reliant on one market, and it is essential that cars are sold on product strength and desirability. The expansion of our marketing base will not only provide us with new business, but will also make us less vulnerable to some of the violent fluctuations experienced in exchange rates over the past 18 months. Our sales and marketing strategy overseas is already showing encouraging results. Last year, our sales overseas increased by 15% to over 100,000 cars. And in the first 5 months of this year, our exports have shot up by over 40% against the same period in 1985. We will sell this year over 120,000 cars in export markets, and that does not include any sales in the United States. The perception of our products and our company, for example in Spain, is the perception we are achieving elsewhere in Europe. Our export results show that we are achieving that goal. In Europe, we are proving that our cars, when sold on their merits, are capable of increasing our sales. That is why the Rover 800 is so vital. It is a car at the top of the executive sector and will become the car that company chairmen, marketing directors and top people will want to own. It will be our flagship model, which I believe will also bring the British motorist back into the UK showrooms to admire and buy not only the Rover 800 but also our other models. The advanced technology base that has been used for the Rover 800 is being progressively introduced into our existing model range. The latest design, test and engineering technology is also being extended to our suppliers to further improve their quality to match our requirements as well as those of the marketplace. On this car, we have broken away from the traditional Henry Ford principle of mass production line techniques and have introduced the zone concept, which will enable us to continually ensure the quality of this highly specified car. I have said many times that if you are British and you have to be better in order to be considered equal, and I am convinced, and I am sure you will be convinced over the next 24 hours that the Rover 800 is a superb, elegant, refined car with a sporting performance, an absolute winner. The car is unique in the world automotive industry. It is the result of the first ever joint venture in which two car companies sat down together and jointly planned, designed, developed and manufactured a new car. Both companies have had the benefit of technically advanced facilities to design and manufacture this type of car. Our partnership with Honda has been an example to the modern business world. We have both played an equal part in the project to our mutual benefit, and we have gained from the philosophy of Honda with their attention to detail and their relationship with their suppliers. The project has been carried out within the framework of an agreement that it is ensured that each company would retain its own unique identity and maintain its ability to act as separate, autonomous businesses. The end result for both companies has been superb cars which will give a tremendous boost to Austin Rover's marketing strategy. The Rover 800 will spearhead our entry into the United States, which is not only the biggest market in the world, but is also a profitable market for European-styled executive cars. There is a growing demand in the upper executive sector of the United States for European cars. The new Rover, to be known as Sterling in the United States, will give us an opportunity to take a share in that market. We have already recruited 100 of the best dealers, and others are already queuing up for the franchise. They are absolutely convinced that the elegance and refinement of this car will be a great success. This car will also take us into other markets, such as the Middle East, as well as giving us new opportunities in the Far East. There is no doubt that this car, with its engineering excellence, is the most highly specified car ever to come out of the United Kingdom. Over the coming months we shall progressively introduce various engine types and specifications. Our only problem may be in satisfying demand, because while we are planning to launch the car into the United States in early 1987, we are at the same time producing UK and European specifications and the Honda Legend. Supporting the style and elegance of the Rover 800 is a computer database which has played a crucial role in the development of the car. These new technologies are also being increasingly applied on all our models. By establishing a network of 330 computer-integrated engineering workstations across the company, and ensuring that our people are trained to operate and make use of them, the Rover 800 has been engineered to the highest possible standards. The design of the car is a remarkable combination of art and science. The final shapes are expressed in a mathematical form to provide the basis for all upstream operations such as engineering, tool design and manufacture, pressings, body in white, and trim and final assembly. The tooling to manufacture the car was designed and engineered using the common database to give us the tapes for the numerically controlled machine tools to manufacture the tooling. Our high-performance M16 engine was also designed with the aid of computers to give us a highly efficient and technologically advanced brand new lean burn power unit. The list of computer applications is almost endless. They extend right through to the assembly lines at Cowley, which you will see when you visit. The zone concept is without doubt more effective in producing a highly specified car than the traditional mass production line techniques, but, more importantly, they have improved still further our product quality. Quality is crucial to our success, as it is to every manufacturer. Behind all the technological advances is a dedicated and committed workforce on Rover 800, which has been through what we believe to be the most extensive training that has ever taken place in the UK motor industry. The workforce at Cowley has been recruited for its experience on existing lines and is determined to play a major part in the success of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, I consider it extremely important that you carry away a good impression of the Rover 800, but even more important is the view of the customer. The customer is the key to Austin Rover's future. Just before the drive, we would like to show you a film which includes some of the work which has taken place in design, with a commentary by Roy Axe.